Well, Douglas Johnson joins me now from London. He's an independent researcher specializing in South Sudan. Douglas, thanks so much for joining us. Is this swearing in worth celebrating, or are you as cautiously optimistic as many of the people in South Sudan are?
Well, while Riek Machar and his people were outside of Juba, one couldn't be optimistic. Now that they are in Juba, and now that he's been sworn in, one has some reason for to be optimistic. But don't think anybody's going to run away with being optimistic until they see the outcome of the government of transitional government of national unity.
So why are you apprehensive?
Excuse me?
Why are you apprehensive? Yeah.
Well, I'm apprehensive for a number of reasons. One is that there are a number of armed groups which are not part of this agreement yet. Also, in the past, when there have been agreements in South Sudan bringing dissidents or armed groups or rebels back into the government, there's been money to pay for it. There's no money to pay for this anymore. And it depends on whether people have come back to Juba thinking that they will be getting payment, or whether they've come back to Juba thinking we've now got to do something quite different to be able to establish peace in the country and stability in the government. Until we see that there has been a change of thought in that way, I think we still have to be a little bit cautious about the stability of this peace agreement.
Well, given Salva Kiir and Riek Machar's past relationship, do you think they'll be able to work as partners together now, strongly?
Yes, I think they will be able to, or should I say they can be able to work as partners. They have worked as partners before, after various serious confrontations during the Civil War. The question that still arises are the people around them willing to work as partners, and are the people who are outside of the peace deal willing to work for peace rather than to just work for some sort of emolument for themselves.
Now, knowing that there have been, well, I'll say alleged atrocities committed on both sides, do you expect those to be prosecuted going forward, or will they kind of hold an amnesty of sorts in order to keep the transitional government together?
I don't think an amnesty would be a good idea, because that would not reconcile people who have lost property, lost loved ones, lost family, etc. I think that there does have to be a concerted effort in what is called transitional justice, where at least the crimes can be proven, possibly culpability admitted, and some sort of reconciliation process is begun. I don't think we're going to see a situation where one side is going to be able to prosecute the perpetrators of the other side. There has to be some sort of process of reconciliation, not only between the politicians, not only between the armed groups, but between the communities that have been set against each other by the politicians.
Okay. Douglas Johnson, we're going to have to leave it there. Thanks so much for joining us with your insight.